Hello, everyone, and welcome to Corner Office Chats with Mehreen and myself, Alexis. We are so excited to dive into this topic today, and we're talking about 3 ways to lead with clarity. And we've come up with kind of an easy kind of thing to remember so that you can go through and really figure out where are the areas maybe that you are lacking some clarity. Where are you absolutely crushing it? And how do you make sure that you're staying consistent? So let's start this off. The first way that we can lead with clarity is to start asking ourselves those what questions, right? Whether you're looking at it from a standpoint of your company or maybe a particular project, or just in terms of how you want to show up as a team, what are we doing, right? What is it that we're trying to accomplish? Okay, what is our role as the leader, and what support do we need to accomplish the task or the goal, right? This is so important because oftentimes we have an idea of what we want to accomplish, but we haven't kind of brought it right down and figured out the different details. And when we don't, we keep things general, it's very hard to sort of become emotionally committed. It's hard to get excited to that just big general idea. But once we start really sort of fleshing it out, we can start to see ourselves as part of the journey, as part of the end result, whatever that may be. But getting a really clear vision is extremely important. And asking yourselves those what questions is a good way to help dial in that vision.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like when you're planning anything. What is it that you're planning? Why are you, or I'm not going to go into the why, that's the next one, but what is your role? What is it that you're going to be doing? It's very, very important to make sure that you have that solid and in place, because you could be just going in all different directions, and you want to make sure that the what is forefront there.
Mm-hmm. And this is something, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, are you ready to go into the why?
I was just going to say, but this is something you do want to spend some time on, right?
Yeah.
Journal it out, write it down, ask yourself those what questions. Sometimes that question, like, what are we really doing here? What is the end goal? Might be different than the task that you've set forth or the goal that you've put in place. It may look a little bit different once you really start to flesh out that what. And then from there, go ahead.
Yeah, from there is the why. Why are we doing this is a really important question to be answering for yourself. Why are you doing this? Why is it now that you're doing this? And why is my role or your role important in accomplishing the what? Right? So if we're not centered, it's with anything, right? Any goal that you have, you want to have a reason, what the purpose of it. And even in the corporate America, they're always saying, why do we want to do this project? What is the benefit of it? What are we accomplishing here, right? So if you don't know the why, then how do you stay focused on the what? You'll be going in different directions if you don't know what the end game is, and what, the why of why you're doing it is very, very important.
Yeah, that we know, right? We've heard that before, know your why. It is absolutely crucial, as Marina said, and to keep us also motivated to keep going, right? And it may allow us to, when we ask the why, especially, I love that why now question, right? Why are we doing this? For sure. But why now? Why is now the time to do it? Sometimes that's when we really dig into that. It gives us that push to start, right? It gives us that, we can draw from different motivation or different inspiration when we think about that, like, why now? And I mean, it's such a timely question as well, depending on what your business is, depending on what your goal is. The world is a very different place right now. And it's full of the unknown. And especially for us, I know here, if anybody's tuning in from Canada, where an announcement is actually happening right now, I haven't had a chance to tune in, but it's going to let us know what the next month is going to look like. And we thought we were starting to get out of the clear. And so, we've got to be ready for, expect the unexpected. But knowing that, why are our decisions so important now? for ourselves, for those around us, and for our future. Super, super key.
It's you just brought that up with Canada, and I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia. So over here, they're rolling back the restrictions. So they're actually opening everything up. Why? Because they're saying that everybody is getting vaccinated. They've opened it up for everyone. And so that's why they're allowing everything to open up. Whereas on your end, right, they're having a variant that's showing up of COVID. So the why is that maybe they have to shut it down further. So it's like, see, two very different reasons. And it's important for people to understand that why decisions are being made the way that they're being made and what that means for you.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a big responsibility for leadership to really communicate the why. The what is it that we're doing now, and why is it that we're doing it now?
Yeah, so key. And then leads us into our third way, which is those how questions, right? How are we going to get this done? How are we going to get there? And how are we going to measure success? Like, how will we know we've hit that finish line? Or how will we know we have achieved what we set out to achieve? Right? That gets into the question of real metrics, whether this is in your business, which you may be metric minded there, but maybe in other parts of your life, when you're looking about, you have a goal in increasing, let's say, the intimacy in a relationship. How do you know you've gotten there? What will that look like? So asking those how questions gets you thinking about not just the steps you're going to take, but also the opportunities or the options that you may have, right? There's usually not one path to any given outcome, right? You could come at it from multiple different directions. So that how question opens up your mind, invites, other ideas in, and you can then kind of have that clearer picture of all of the opportunities that are before you, or all of the options that you have, and then really start to figure out what you want to apply first or start with first. And then how will we stay on track? How will we keep ourselves accountable? Right? You want to be asking these questions at the beginning of that project, at the beginning of, starting that goal, right? Not halfway through and you're like, well, I'm not really getting the results that I wanted. Why not? Right? Super important. And I think these are simple things, right? They're not the most, mind blowing suggestions, but we don't often do this. Right? We don't often take a step back and really look at these different areas before we just jump in.
Yeah.
And then that's what happens. You waste a lot of time that way. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's a responsibility of a leader to know these three things and being able to communicate that and answer these questions to the team or the community that they're leading. It's in any scenario. Why, what is it that the children have to do? They have to go to school. Why do they have to go to school? Because they need a great education. How are they going to go? The parents are going to make sure that they get there and they come back, So, and they're going to do their homework, and that's how they're going to be successful. So it's all encompassing. Those same basic things that we're telling you here apply in leadership and how you're leading your team or your community or your business. Really important. So this is a great segue, Alexis, into stepping into what's happening here in the Women Who Lead group next week. So what is it that's happening? So what's happening is that we're running a free 5-day masterclass on how to build your 7-figure dream team. And it's not what you think, okay? It's really about your self-leadership. In order for you may have gotten here where you are today as what you've been doing, how you've been doing it, it's got you here. Now you're like, yes, 7 figures. Okay, so you want to get there? We're going to tell you what you have to start doing, why you have to start doing it, and then how. Okay, so that's what's going to happen next week, starting from Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern every single day. And I'll drop the link how you can register. You can register for free. We've made it very high class. You're going to get a concierge, a mentor that'll be working with you throughout the week. We'll also have a workbook. so that you can follow along and go step by step and build your pathway, your roadmap path to that 7-figure dream team that you want for yourself. And we're talking about, you need to start learning all this from now, no matter what stage you're at. If you're in the beginning of your career or in your entrepreneurship, you start this now. Because if you just go dive in and you don't have a what, why, or how for that end game that you want to reach, then you're not going to get there. Someone said to me, why only 4% of entrepreneurs get to 7 figures? Because it takes something. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of working on yourself and how you show up as a leader. Okay, because if it was so easy, we would have more of these 7-figure businesses up and running, right? So, but just pay attention to that. If that's somewhere you want to go, or you're on track to go, this is the workshop for you. This is a masterclass for you. We will be walking through just having a really, it's like basically a gut check. Where am I right now? What is it that I want? Why is it that I want it? And how am I going to get there? So really important to get through to yourself, to be clear on who you are as a leader and how you want to show up.
Yeah, and definitely download that workbook. And I'm going to, suggest to actually print it off, because there's some activities in there that as we go through them, you're going to want to be able to take them with you and keep them with you in certain parts of your day, as we'll share with you as we go on throughout the week. But really, really key, if you don't have the workbook, or if you've registered in it and, it will be coming through your email. So not to worry, but that's also the role of your concierge. So if you're in this group and you're watching this now and you're like, yep, this sounds like what I need, you definitely want to get registered so that we can actually get you on our communications list, and we're able to interact and make sure that you get what you need. If you can't show up every day live, that's okay. We totally get that. The replays and the recordings will be available until the following Tuesday, right? So you'll be able to, if you can't make it throughout the week, you can binge watch on the weekend, or you can do it on the, in the evening, and you'll be able to catch up. We are, us and our team, we are in that, in the thread, in the DMs, in the chat. So if you have questions, you don't worry if you're just watching the replay and you want to comment on the thread, we will capture those questions and be sure to address them throughout the week.
Yeah, that's what your concierge is there for. So if you don't know who your concierge is, let us know. I don't know who my concierge is. We'll make sure that they reach out to you immediately. Make sure that you're handled. They will send you if you want text message reminders, they'll tell you how to get that. If you want email reminders, or you want to get tagged when we go live, they will make sure that they get that done. If you're not able to make it live, but you want a replay link sent to you, either Facebook Messenger or by your email, they will make sure that happens. If you have any questions, they'll make sure that those questions get answered. So it's a really high touch group that we have. I've already reached out to many of you that are already in Women Who Lead. I think I've had really great conversations, Alexis, like really great, and really excited to have you all. And several of you said they couldn't make it live. So don't worry, we're taking care of you to make sure that you get the replay link. But, if you're looking to really up level your leadership, you want to show up with that mindset of a 7-figure business or, team lead, then this is the workshop for you. This is the workshop for you, where you're going to build that rock solid mindset that gets you there. And it starts with you. It starts with knowing, what it is that you want, why is it that you want it, and then how you're going to do it.
Absolutely. And the only way to get that
starts on Monday. You froze on me. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alexis.
No, I was just saying the only way to get that concierge is to register. And then what that sort of sets the process in motion. So make sure that you're, we'll pop it in the link here, but also within the group itself, you'll be able to find a post and just take a second and register, and it'll get the whole process up and running. And we cannot wait to have you join us next week, all week long.
Yeah, I'm just going to drop the link right now for everyone. Super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some amazing ladies that have joined in. And And we've got a bonus offer too. Oh yeah, we have giveaways. I shouldn't forget to tell them that we do have, there's a way, find out from your concierge how you can get a VIP pass to how to reach your 1 year. We're going to do a workshop for some of you, but there's a way that you get it. We give you a VIP pass to our how to reach your 1 year goal in 90 days. So we give you the pathway, the tools that you need to make that happen. And believe me, it can happen. We have clients who are doing it. So it can happen. And then we have, we'll have some giveaways throughout the week as well. So you have to be in the group and register to learn about them. So go to goalsetcoach.com/03 workshop. That'll take you straight to the registration page. You just put in your name, your email address. It's all free. You'll get an email. Oh, when you get to, as soon as you do that, your confirmation page will give you the link to get into the Women Who Lead group if you're not there already. And then in the next 24, 48 hours, someone from our team will be contacting you, making sure that you're set up powerfully to start showing up as that leader that you know you're meant to be and really scaling up your mindset around that. All right, that concludes our corner office chats for today. Thank you so much, Alexis.
Thank you.